And welcome back to the halftime Naptime Sports Minute. For those sports enthusiasts like Marcus and I, we have a separate segment where we just talk about sports because we understand that our audience, not everyone likes sports, but we do have some followers who like sports just as much as us, and they appreciate our commentary. So we're going to keep it rolling for their entertainment and ours, of course.
Hey, let's go. When we talk about sports, we're interested. And I know you're interested this weekend when Damian Lillard went off for 71 points against the Rockets. How do you feel about this high scoring, blow up of point production this whole season so far?
I mean, it's cool. He did it against the Rockets, though, who are actively trying to tank. They're not trying to win. They're out their three best players on the worst team. So that just shows you who's playing next. But he's a great shooter. He shot high percentage. He shot a lot of threes. I mean, it's cool. He just plays for Portland, so most of us couldn't see it.
Yeah, that's the biggest disqualification of Damian Lillard being in the top 15 right now is because you play in Portland. And all your games come on at 7:30, which on the East Coast is 10:30. And then also too, who on their right mind besides like a Portland fan or a Rocket fan or some NBA geek who has League Pass is gonna tune in to that game at that time on what was it happened on Sunday night? So it sucks. It sucks too because he's such a great, talented player, and I know he wants to stay in Portland, and I know he doesn't never want to leave. I saw him out there in the Rose Garden, man. He was balling out there. I saw him in person. He's great. Fun
I saw him in person too.
Yeah, the Rose Garden, the Moda Center's amazing. I like the Moda Center.
I saw him in Denver, Game 7 against the Nuggets. He made that whole stadium quiet. It was the worst home crowd I've ever seen. So if you're a Nuggets fan and you were at that game, shame on you. Because Dame Lillard went crazy on y'all, and y'all let him because it was so damn quiet.
Yeah,
that was the worst Game 7 I've ever seen in my life.
Right? Because a lot of times these Nuggets fans they get clam up. They feel the cheeks pinched. They're oh man, I can't say nothing. We're gonna lose. So I was like, come on, Nuggets fan, be better. Clippers, Kings, Friday night. Double overtime, 351 points total. I'm a huge Clippers fan.
I hate the Clippers.
That was Westbrook's first game. I thought we had the dub. I was like, man, we're twice in regulation and overtime. I thought we had the dub, and then just let it go, man. Darren Fox and Malik Monk, out of all people, just destroyed us. Malik Monk, they look like we were back in Kentucky, both of those two on the same squad, and Calipari was coaching them. But that was one of the more fun grammar game that I've ever seen. Amazing. So my question to you is, which one would you rather see? Dame go off for 71 or see a double OT, second highest scoring in the NBA?
The second highest scoring game in the NBA. Team basketball. I don't want to see Houston, bro, because I know they're actively trying to lose. Right. I don't care. I don't want to watch them. I'm not a Houston Rockets fan. Like I said, Dame Lillard's cool. He's a great talent. His team's not going anywhere. This team isn't going anywhere. I'd much rather watch the exciting Sacramento Kings. I've caught a few of their games this year, and they've all been great. And to see the Clippers lose in the Clipper way was great because I cannot stand the Clippers. I hate the Clippers. I hate them.
It sucks so bad that all the teams that I support have a way of losing. Like the Chargers, they have the Charger way.
Yeah.
The Clippers, they have the Clipper way. Man, the Padres, we end up coming up short with somebody, or Manny Machado ends up riding a motorcycle and doing steroids. It's always something with my teams.
It was Tatis.
Dude,
Machado just got paid.
Machado
just got paid $350.
Dude, make that money. And that was so big. I was on Reddit, because I'm on the Padres Reddit, and they had this report from an LA Dodger reporter and saying, oh, the Dodgers are in talks with Manny Machado, to bring him back to LA. And then like the caption said like, yeah, right, or like, you know, it was like get your little, you know, Dodger blue ass.
He don't want to go back over there. They did him dirty.
Hell no.
They didn't. Yeah. Nah, that like it's the Kings. I like watching them.
So much fun. So much fun to watch.
Yeah.
So much fun. De'Aaron Fox is, I think, the most slept on NBA star in the league right now.
Yeah, he's
like
a dog.
Him and Sabonis both are slept on.
He's a dog. He's a dog. And I've liked him since he got drafted. I mean, I liked him since college.
Yeah.
I've liked him. He's a dog.
He's like what John Wall really should have been. You know, because like the way De'Aaron Fox plays, like he plays with that quickness like John Wall. But then not only that, like De'Aaron Fox like nails his open threes. He's a great teammate. He gets other people involved, and like he knows when to pick his spots. And like I was like, all right, I was like watching the game, and I was like, all right, like third quarter, like he's starting to come in, and then fourth quarter and overtime, I was like, oh my god,
yeah,
like
he's good.
Somebody
I like
stop
him.
this man, like somebody stop him. And Westbrook was doing like okay. It's just like he fouled out, and once he fouled out, it was just a wrap from there. It was just terrible. Speaking of LA teams, LeBron James out for 2 weeks. You got Skip Bayless, you know, on his Twitter account, loving his life, you know, like, oh, you know, this is supposed to be LeBron's, you know, most important regular season games, and you know he's not playing. Of course, Skip Bayless is trolling. You know, all the Laker haters out there are trolling. I'm not a Laker supporter myself. I'm not gonna hate on a guy for being hurt though, you know. And Father Time's catching up to him and all this stuff. And I wish LeBron James the best, but do you think the Lakers are gonna make the playoffs?
If Anthony Davis can play every game, they can make Anthony Davis is good enough to hold the ship by himself for 2 weeks. And I wouldn't say by him. The bigger loss, well, not bigger, but a key loss is D'Angelo Russell.
Yes.
Right? Russell? Yeah, Russell.
Yeah, D-Lo.
That's a big loss. Because if you had AD, D'Lo, and then the supporting cast, they can hold it off for 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
Now, without him, without that point guard, that's a little bit of a task. Because I think as long as AD can control the paint, he can kick it out. Remind you, he used to play point guard in high school.
Yep.
So he hit that growth spurt. He can dish the ball. So. And you're still surrounded with shooters. So he should have the spacing. He should be able to do it. The key is, can he stay healthy? And can he carry this team? Because he carried the Pelicans to the playoffs before, right? When he was on it. Like, so what? He's still, that's what I'm saying. But like, all he has to do is make it. Because once he makes it, he gets reinforcements.
Sure.
Right? That's the key. Is can he make it? And they got the easiest schedule left.
Yes, they do.
They play the Bulls twice. They play.
Shout out to your boy Pat Bev. He's gonna do everything it takes. He's on a mission.
3-game win streak though. We're on 3. Yep. I don't know if we won tonight. We're playing tonight, but we won 3 games and we won 3 in a row. They're trying to make a little late push,
right?
But I think, if AD is healthy, I think they can at least make the play-in.
I would concur because I think the teams that are ahead of them right now, I think it's the Thunder and the Jazz. So I don't think the Jazz have enough. And then once they got rid of Conley, they kind of like sealed their fate. Like if you were thinking about making the playoffs or the play-in, you would have kept Conley, but you traded him for like a bag of nothing, basically second-round picks, like 4 second-round picks or something like that. Some
got rid of that fat contract.
Yeah, and that's all they wanted to just get that off the books. I really think the Oklahoma City Thunder, if they're a year away. If they had Chet, I'd be talking something different right now. But I think the Lakers should make at least the play-in game. Definitely the play-in game. And
the Mavs are going down too. Like they don't.
Oh, dude. So let's talk about that because they weren't on my topic. But like, I think the Mavs, that trade, if it was done earlier in the season, I think they would have a chance to work out their issues. But they don't have enough defense. They don't play any defense. I mean, Kyrie and Luka for one thing, but then also you have other support like Tim Hardaway Jr. He's not known for his defensive stalwart. I mean, like Powell, like he plays some defense, but like you just can't expect for him. He's not like a rim protector. So then Christian Wood, he's definitely not a rim protector. He's a scorer. So the only way they are gonna win games is if they play like the Kings and just try to score like 150 points a night. Other than that, like they don't. I think they're gonna be in the play-in. And I predicted that regular season before the season started. I said they're going to be a play-in team. That's a play-in team the way the roster's constructed. And now that they added Kyrie, I even think more they're going to be a play-in team.
Yeah, I don't. Did you see this dude take a shot at KD?
Who?
Giannis.
Yeah, on what was that show on the late night? Comedy Central show that Trevor Noah used to host. God, why am I forgetting the name of that show? He was over there taking funny shots though, but he was, he had a teleprompter in front of him. They were pre-written that stuff. That was all funny banter. I'm not gonna really take that seriously. Now, if he's on a post-game conference, unscripted, and he's talking all that noise, like,
I don't think you know how KD is, man. He ain't trying to hear that.
Right.
He's not trying to hear that.
KD's that guy that just like, man, you say like some joke, like you're over here razzing him, and he's like, take it real seriously. Am I like?
And then he'll drop 50 on you.
Right. Like you're over there, calling him like, hey, what's up, skinny, skinny dude, and he's over there like, okay, and like he drops, like 60, 70 points on you. I think the Suns are gonna be nice. I really believe that the Suns are gonna be that Western Conference team, especially Terrence Ross. I mean, they got a decent roster behind everybody. I think the Suns are gonna make some moves. Once Zion gets back, if he ever gets back, I don't know, he's another one of those dudes that I really like the Pelicans roster, the way it was constructed. Me too. But without Zion, they're not going to do nothing. They're not going to be shit.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, they Zion get healthy, man. Like you're the reason why the labor agreement, they're going to come up with something for your ass. You and Ben Simmons and all those other dudes, they're going to come up with something for your ass. I'm making a telephone call right now. Ring, ring, ring. I'm calling the GM of the Bears, Benji, right now.
Yes.
Ring, 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 ring.
Papa Bear.
Yeah. Benji, hello. This is Mr. Marcus from the New York Football Jets, and I'm calling for interest for for Justin Fields. I'm calling
the Jets or the Giants.
I am the New York Jets.
New York Jets.
I'm calling for Justin Fields.
Okay, what are you gonna give me?
I'm gonna give you our first round pick, our second round pick, Quentin Williams, defensive tackle, Pro Bowl player, stalwart, and we'll throw in like a backup corner. We'll go in like one of our backup corner guys. A corner to be named later. What do you think about that trade?
What number are you guys picking?
Picks the draft pick. All right, so number 13th. So they own the 13th pick overall. So like, not only will you have the first pick in the draft, you'll have the 13th pick in the draft. Quentin Williams, the second pick. Our second round pick, which is a 13 also, and a corner to be named along Sauce Gardner.
I gotta pay Quinn Williams because he's the dude.
But it's worth it though. Your defensive line was like one of the worst D lines in the league last season.
Yeah, I like that kid. That's a kid that sneezed and said "bless you" to himself when he was a rookie.
Yep.
Let's see. So that means I gotta draft probably Bryce Young.
You have your choice of like Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, whoever you value the most.
I don't like none of them. Levi something.
Say it's like Josh Allen.
I'm gonna go pass.
Next week, we'll try again. Some other team is gonna come through in the clutch and try to get you going with that.
Did you hear that interview? Did you hear that interview with Justin? Even though like what's his name? Polls said today like they're gonna keep Justin Fields. There was an interview when he was on Pardon My Take. It's a Barstool podcast, and he was saying that the hardest thing about playing in Chicago is throwing the football in the winter when the wind is blowing.
Yep.
And he's like, oh, I hope we get a dome. And I'm like, bro, if we get a dome, that's not going to be for like 5 more years.
Exactly. And it's not going to be in the city. It's going to be outside the city. It's
He doesn't,
in the burbs.
And so I like that. And like Shannon Sharp was talking about it. He's like, you don't say that.
No.
You don't say that, man. He's like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears traded him.
No, that's
like,
weak.
Because you can't. Yeah, he's like, you're showing weakness.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you'll never hear Tom Brady say that. You'll never hear Joe Burrow say that. He was like, Pat. He's like, they got an audio of Pat Mahomes. Like, I love it when it's cold. I love it when it's snow. It makes everyone else slow, and I can play through it.
Yep. And his record in like weather below 25 degrees is crazy.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Like 2 losses out of like. He's in the teens games.
I'm talking about, and then Fields is the opposite.
Fields is the exact opposite.
He's like lost every game.
You guys only had like one quarterback who was
Jay Cutler.
Crazy, but like Jay Cutler, he can throw the ball out in that kind of conditions.
So
he
I
just
don't
made
know,
the
man.
horrible reads. He was terrible.
I like I said, like, I don't know. I see both sides of why people think we should trade Justin Fields. Because we need so much, where like we only have him for like another year or 2 years before we'd have to pay him. So it's like restarting the quarterback clock and building all around the other pieces, and building up that quarterback, kind of like we did with Trubisky.
Yeah.
But man, he's exciting, man. He's just exciting to watch. It's crazy that we even have a quarterback that people may or may not want. And they were talking about him going to Atlanta. They're like, Atlanta would be dope.
I definitely heard that rumor. That rumor is going around huge. And
right they got rid of Mariota today.
I also heard Lamar Jackson to Atlanta too.
I heard that one too.
Yeah. There's a lot of Atlanta's trying to make moves because they have a good team. Like outside of a quarterback, if they had a quarterback, they have good wide receivers. That tight end Pitts is amazing,
and they got a good owner. He wants to win. He doesn't like losing. Arthur Blank.
Yeah, no, they have a wonderful owner, and then that stadium is also beautiful too. They're gonna pack that stadium because there's a lot of Atlanta Falcon fans out there who just want to see good product. Baseball, spring training, the call strike on the batter's box. How do you feel about how things look? Have you seen any of spring training games?
I've seen I haven't watched games. I've seen clips, and I was watching this side by side of a half an inning compared to this guy throwing one pitch from last year because of the pitch clock.
Wow.
So a half inning went by before this guy threw one pitch.
Jesus.
Which is great.
That's
I'm all
crazy.
for it. I know all the old heads are they want to they sit there for 5 hours and they want to put some urgency behind these people so we can get moving. I want the game to get faster. Dude, I saw another thing where it was bases loaded, 9th inning. Dude got a arm walked because of the pitch clock.
Yeah.
Pitching in time.
Yep.
And they win the game.
Yep.
Walk because he didn't pitch in time. Hurry up. What's up, man? Hurry up, bro.
Hurry up.
Hurry up.
Time situations. I love it right now. I mean, 2.5 hour games. I watched a couple of innings of they had the Mets and who was it? The Mets and some other. I forgot what their team was playing. It was fun. And it was speedy. It was quick. It reminded me of the minor league game that we went to. And now we're seeing pros do it and putting them in situations. And I think at first, the pitchers, especially the really talented ones, are going to have the upper hand at first. I think the Matt Scherzers of the world, the Hugh Darvishes, those guys, they're gonna have the leg up on a lot of the batters. I think by May, the batters are gonna definitely adjust. Like mid-May, you're gonna see a lot of contact out there, especially in the dog days of summer. Woo! You're gonna see a lot of runs scored, and it's gonna be fun to watch.
In the next generation of kids, coming up who've already been doing it. Think about those AAA guys we were pitching last year. They've already been doing it. They've been doing it since last year. So those guys who are coming up, they're already ahead of the game. Mm-hmm. And moving forward, after that, everyone's going to be ready to go. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be nice. I'm looking forward to it.
I am too. Last but not least, who do you have this weekend? Bones Jones or Cyril Gain?
I'm not a big UFC guy. It makes me kind of queasy when I see shoulders flying like that everywhere. So since I only know Bones Jones, I'm gonna go with him.
Me too. The only person that can beat Bones Jones is himself. Well, that wraps it up, man. That's the first little true episode of the Naptime Sports Minute. Hope you guys like it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check us out, Modern Fathers, anywhere you get your podcasts. We're blowing up, baby, like Nitro.
Y'all take care. Go Bulls.